Mentor.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Stephanie Washington. You heard from me the other night. And we're not happy, but we're braced for change. We know it's coming. And our request is that you disrupt as few students as possible and that you would consider leaving our fifth graders so they can complete, being there. So we just want to let you know that we are not happy because we are a close-knit family. And also, these same parents are being taxed again, like they were 6 years ago, to upstart a new school. Also, I'd like to say, just for future, if you ever do this process again, please get representatives from the new schools. I know there are parents who'd be more than willing to represent those concerns, and I just felt like Inman and Tillman had no voice. And that would have been very helpful if we had had people from, would represent those particular schools in the future for their future.
Yes, I'm Mary Beth Crumley. I also spoke the other evening at the meeting. One question that is still an open issue for me and for Spring Hill, I'm sure. In the presentation when we were at McIntosh High, the statement was made that East Fayette would be split 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 to Spring Hill, 1/3 to Mentor, 1/3 to Inman. Okay. The numbers that I see right now show East Fayette to Inman at 201, East Fayette to Spring Hill 341. That shift in that high number of the population basically causes Spring Hill to turn over 50% of its population. So I'm not really sure where those numbers came up, but I would like those numbers also clarified when this process is being completed. The other thing that I just wanted to mention, we're kind of in the same situation as a lot of the Mentor parents. We are just situated in the county in a place that when these schools open, we are asked to move. You've heard from Lakemont, you've heard from Lakeside, and you've heard from the middle school redistricting. Right now, we're the only two neighborhoods that are going over to Bennett's Mill. We split those two neighborhoods. We've got one staying at Spring Hill, one going to Mentor. I know feeder patterns was not at the absolute top of the objective list, but I would just ask that as we're going through and working out this process that maybe they do be considered a little bit more so that we come to the right conclusion. Our feeder patterns are there also. So that would be the two things. And the last thing I do want to also mention, the NPUs from Mr. Carey. I would suggest and I would hope that that information is something that we utilize in the process going forward for planning for our schools 5-10 years down the road. They're excellent numbers, they're excellent projections. There are people who can help put those numbers into some kind of a format that will lead us in the right direction down the road. So I think it was a good idea and money well spent.
Thank you.
Tyrone.
Mayor Dial, I don't envy you guys. You have a difficult task in front of you, and I know that you're getting a lot of political pressure, and I hope that you all will convey to these people that we have the best intentions in mind for everybody, regardless of where we live or where our children go to school. And I think that we should be doing the same for you, because you do have a difficult task, and we public and we the committee need to try to defend you in my mind. Second of all, the point has been made on the bond issue regarding we didn't mention the fact that we would consider closing the school down the road when we mentioned opening 2 new schools. And at this point, I'm not wed to whether we should close the school or whether we should keep it open. I'm kind of sitting on the fence, and that's not where I should be at this point in the ball game. But I think everybody is probably can see why I feel that way. I think that is what I want as a citizen is for you guys to make a good decision based upon what you have in front of you, not based upon what was said in the past.